We were just floating down the river, and then we heard some screaming across the river, and then eventually I do remember them yelling for help. And at first we sat there for a moment, and then my father said to go over there and help or like de-escalate the situation. And as I was going over there, I mean, I saw someone get hit, someone screamed, "Don't hit a girl," and then everything else ensued.
And did you actually go over there and try to de-escalate, break things up?
Yes, as I went over there, I started yelling at people to back up and get away. I don't remember exactly who I was yelling at. I know I was yelling at everyone in the situation, not just one side or the other.
And Tony, were you drinking on the river?
Yes.
And if your medical records say your BAC was .119, would that sound about right?
Yes. I don't know exactly, BAC and how it works.
Okay. Do you think you're intoxicated?
Yes.
Showing you it's been marked as Exhibit 35. What is that?
That is the scar from when I blocked the knife down.
And is there something above that?
Yeah, the stab wound.
So, I'd move to admit and ask to publish, Judge.
No objection.
Okay, it's received. Go ahead and publish.
I'm going to do it on my computer. I'll let the clerk know when I'm ready. All right, can we show my screen? So you said one time you kind of blocked it. Which injury is that on here?
The lower one.
The one that kind of looks like a V?
Yep.
And then
Yes.
did one strike actually penetrate?
Yes.
And where's that one?
Under the bandage there.
It looks like, is this after you're at the hospital?
This is right as I'm leaving the hospital, yes.
If you know, does it look like it's bleeding through the Band-Aid, or is that just the tone of the Band-Aid, do you know?
No, I was bleeding a little bit through the Band-Aid from the stitches.
Do you remember telling law enforcement that after Nikolai stabbed you, you punched him?
I do.
And is that on the video?
No.
Do you believe you're mistaken on that?
Yes.
I don't have anything else.
Mr. Nelson?
So you said you were intoxicated, is that right?
Yes.
You were with some of your family and other friends, correct?
Yes.
You were there on the river celebrating, correct?
For my father's birthday, yes.
You were also there with Madison Cohen,
Yes.
celebrating her birthday as well?
I mean, I came there for my father's birthday.
Understood. Yeah, no judgment in it, but others were celebrating her birthday, correct?
Yes.
She was celebrating her own birthday, correct?
Yes.
There's a photo that I think we've seen of the 10 of you standing on there on the river. You've seen that photo?
Yep.
You remember that
Yes.
photo? You and I think 3 or 4 other people are holding a beer up to your lips, and it looks like you're consuming the beer at that time. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Part of that photo was to document your guys drinking alcohol, correct?
I'm going to object on waste of
Hold on,
time.
I'm sorry.
I'm
What was
going
the
to
objection?
object on waste of time. I think it's cumulative, it's established.
I'll
I got-
give this one.
You were the photo was to document all of you together, correct?
Yes.
And for whatever reason, 4 of you decided that when the photo was taken, you wanted to make sure that you were drinking a beer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fair to say that you wanted to document your drinking beer?
It was Not, it's more or less that we wanted to document it, it was just that we were having a fun time with our family. And in that moment, we all just made the decision to have it sit.
And you have a brother, Dante, right?
Yes.
You're older than him,
Yes.
a little bigger than him.
Yes.
He was drinking,
Yes.
you were drinking,
Yes.
AJ Martin was drinking,
Yes.
Riley Madison was drinking,
Yes.
Madison Cohn was drinking.
Yes.
Again, I'm sure you weren't keeping track of everybody else, but it looked like everybody else was consuming at about the same rate that you were consuming.
No.
Do you know who was doing what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just kind of formalities that I'd like to everyone know before I ask them questions. I wasn't there, right? So I don't know. Frequently when I talk to people, they say he, she, things like that. If you know their names, please use your name. If it's the person that stabbed you, I'm fine with you using whatever term you want. A lot of people have
I
been
just
saying
call him the older guy in the cargo shorts. I don't know how this is.
that's perfect.
I gave him
And then if you can add as much detail as you can, even if you think it's something that I don't care about, I might.
I can tell you I don't remember much, but I'll tell you everything I do remember.
Okay. And then also, if I say something that's incorrect, feel free to stop me. Say, nope, that's not correct, and correct me, okay? And then if I ask you a question that you don't know the answer to, perfectly acceptable to say, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't want you to just give me an answer because you think I want to
No,
hear
I
it,
understand
okay? Now, it sounds like I just learned that we do have video of the incident, which is good. But I still want to talk to people and ask them their
Yep.
series of events as they portray them, okay? So if you can just kind of start from the beginning, go through the middle, all the way to the end with as much detail as you can.
Well, like I said, I don't remember a lot, but what I remember from the start, we were just floating down the river, and we were all in our tube at that time. Well, not all of us. Some were just standing up in their tube because it was shallow water, and we just heard someone scream help, and Dad taught us, someone screams help, go help, and so my little brother ran over, and
And your little brother is Dante.
Sorry, I apologize. Dante Carlson, he ran over, and as soon as I saw him run over, I got up and started to run over because he's just my little brother. And when I got up out of my tube, my friend AJ Martin, the one that had his stomach sliced open, he ran with me, and he got there before me, and he tried to grab the guy, and the guy, I thought he just punched him, but he swung and sliced his stomach, and then I went to go and grab his arm because I didn't want to have him punch me, and I didn't even know there was a knife in his hand, and I went to grab his hand. His hand stopped. I stopped his hand here, and I felt something help me, but I had adrenaline rushing through me, so I didn't really think twice of it, and I punched the guy and ran away from him, and I turned around and I see my friend literally with his stomach in his hands, and I ran over to help him.
And that was AJ?
Yep, AJ, sorry. And I went and grabbed AJ, there was, I don't remember who was with me, there was some girl, just a random girl that came with, and she came over and helped carry him to the shore practically, and lay him down, and just I sat with him and kept his head held up, and then that was pretty much it until the paramedics came by and they took him, and then they took me, and that's all I remember. But I know it's not a lot, or I wish I could help more. But.
Why, and I don't mean this in a demeaning way or whatever, but why do you think that you can't remember a lot? Just the stress, the trauma? Did you get some medication or something?
Yeah, I took Keppra, and I have seizures.
Okay.
And so the entire time that it was happening, I was on the verge of having a seizure.
I know
Every time I have one, I just don't remember anything. I was blanking out a lot.
How do you feel right now? Do you feel okay now?
I mean, I'm fine. I took my Keppra and everything, and I just, I'm just shaking. But I'm fine now.
And where were you? Let me get It's my right page. I assume your injuries are all bandaged up now, right?
Yeah, he just got me right here with it, and then I think that's like what happened when I like went to block it, and then when he like tried to actually grab it, and that's when I pushed his hand down. That's when it hit me right here, and I can't tell what's up to me.
It might be a little bit.
But yeah, and then they couldn't stitch it completely closed because otherwise it couldn't cause infection and such. So they just put 2 stitches in it, and called it good. But yeah, no, they said that my ribs stopped the knife, I guess, from entering anymore.
Do you mind if I take a quick photo of that?
No, that's fine.
You can talk about it in that interview, and I just want to make sure, your dad told you to go over there, correct?
Sorry, what?
When you were in the tubes, before you went over to the other group, where there was a bunch of people that you said, right? Before you went there, your dad had told you something, agree?
Yes.
And what your dad told you was, go make sure they don't attack that guy. That's what your dad told you.
I don't remember what he said exactly.
Okay, thank you, that's all.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson. You may step down.
Keep watching CBS News Minnesota for continuing coverage.